Is there racism in the military? Duh, is racism everywhere. Let's get right on into it. Today, we are going to be talking, well, first of all, happy Black History Month. Now, we are going to be talking about racism in the military. Let's get right on into it. So my answer to is there racism in the military? The answer is yes, because basically it's what America was founded on, segregation and different classes of people, and the military was not excluded from that. The military was, first of all, African Americans weren't allowed to get into the military. So let's talk about three special group of veterans that paved the way for veterans like me to be able to serve when I joined in 2005. First, we have the Tuskegee Airmen. And the Tuskegee Airmen were the first Black military aviators in the U.S. Army Corps. Later, the Air Force took training at Tuskegee University in Alabama during World War II. Comprising of 1,000 pilots and thousands of support staff, they served with distinction in the 99th Pursuit Squadron and 332nd Fighter Group, overcoming segregation to play a vital role in Allied victory. Now, most recently, I'm a millennial, so within the last, I think, 10 years for me, there was a movie called Red Tails about the Tuskegee Airmen. Let's get into the second group, which is a very special group as well. They are the 688th Central Postal Directory Battalion, the 688. They were the only all-Black, all-female unit from the U.S. Army Women Corps to serve overseas during World War II. Consisting of 885 women, they cleared a 2-year male backlog in just 3 months in Europe, boosting troop morale under the motto, no male, no morale. And if you know anything about being deployed to combat or in any place, but especially a combat zone, man, you know how them care packages make you feel. How they make your boys feel, especially during the holidays. It's nothing like Thanksgiving and Christmas. You get one of them good care packages full of cookies and all your homeboys in the barracks. Hey, what you got? What you got? What you got? Man, you know it's nothing like that mail. So thank you to the 688th Central Postal Directory Battalion. And recently, I believe within the last 3 years, Tyler Perry did a movie with the wonderful Kerry Washington in the lead role, and I believe they won a lot of awards for that. So please go check out that as well, the 688 Central Postal Directory Battalion, local or recent Tyler Perry movie. The last group is near and dear to my heart because they definitely paved the way, and they are the Buffalo Soldiers. Let's get into it. The Buffalo Soldiers were African-American regiments, primarily the 9th and 10th Cavalry and 24th and 25th Infantry, formed after the Civil War, 1886, to serve on the U.S. frontier, earning their nickname from Native Americans who admired their dark, curly hair and fierce fighting spirit akin to the buffalo. Their duties were crucial for westward expansion, including patrolling, building infrastructure, protecting settlers, and fighting in conflicts like the Indian Wars while their service paved the way for integration in the military and broader civil rights. Why is that group so special to me? Because they were also known, well, they were 19 Delta Cavalry Scouts. And if you know anything about me, you know that I served as a 19 Delta Cavalry Scout. And you also know that if you ain't Cav, I'll let you finish the rest if you know. Now, let's get back on topic here. What I have next is my basic training picture. So I joined the Army in 2005. I'm going to show you guys my basic training picture right here, right now. Now, I faced not much, but just enough racism during basic training. It was hard. As you can see, it's only 3 of us. And by 3, I mean 3 African Americans. I think we had, I don't even know how many people we had. I think 25 people in my platoon. And they were from all over the country. And yeah, I experienced a lot of hard racism for the first time. Let's go ahead and get into it. In my book, Cavalry, that I wrote available on Amazon. You should go get it if you don't. If you do, read with me together on page 51. Where I talk about my experience and basic training, being exposed to the real world for the first time as an 18-year-old who just graduated high school 2 weeks prior. Let's get into it. All right. In basic, I was like an experiment. A lot of the white guys asked me questions that they always wanted to ask a black man, but never could. Some of the guys were cool when they asked questions, but some were definitely not. Hey man, why the fuck do you guys kill each other so much? Is what someone asked me one day. I did not know how to answer. I didn't know what to say. I was just in high school 2 weeks ago, and now I'm in the Army with guys who are asking me uncomfortable questions. In basic training, we had open-based showers. This meant that we were taking showers with about 12 other guys so we could all see each other naked. Hey man, I thought black dicks were bigger than that, one guy said to me. How do I respond to that? Is he gay for looking at me naked, or is he just curious and always wanted to compare his penis to a black man's penis? Does he know I'm 18? How big does he expect my dick to be at this age? That was my first experience with racism on that level. But if you are an African American veteran, no matter what branch you served in, you probably heard the green speech. And what I mean by that, hey, we're all green in the military, whatever branch you're in. You're either light green or dark green. The same speech that I got from my Drill Sergeant Owens in 2005. And if you have my book, Cavalry, which you should, read with me on page 52. One day, Drill Sergeant Owens called the platoon around in a blue line in our trailer. Listen up, turds. This is going to be one of the most important lessons you'll learn in the Army. All of you come from different parts of the country. You all have different upbringings, and many have beliefs that are passed down in your families. I want to make one thing perfectly clear. There is one color in the Army, green. Look around. Some of you are light green, some of you are dark green. When you are in combat, the only brotherhood you belong to is the United States Army. The only gang you belong to is the United States Army. There may be one day when one of your light green or dark green brothers will need you to save their life. Don't hesitate, men. We are all green in the United States Army. Loved it. Loved it, loved it, loved it. And after that speech, I think everybody realized that, hey, we about to go fight the war. This color, it don't matter at all, because he's right. And once you're in the military and you realize that, you realize how dumb racism really is. If you're a soldier and I was a lead driver, man, when you in the front truck or in any truck and an ID blows up, it doesn't discriminate based on what color you are. I've been attacked on Fabra, Somalia. We had mortar attacks, and I laid in a bunker with captains, sergeant majors, first sergeants, white and black, all of us getting ready to kiss our ass goodbye. Because the bombs and the bullets, they don't discriminate based on color, okay? So it's really, 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 really stupid. Really stupid once you realize in the military, it don't matter. It does not matter at all. And I'll wrap this video by showing one of my favorite pictures. The military, the guys that I met in this book that I wrote about, Cavalry, everybody in here, I still talk to them to this day, and some members of my unit. I was in Bravo Troop, 361st Cavalry Regiment out of Fort Carson, Colorado. And I invited a bunch of people from Fort Carson to my wedding. The guys that were there for the worst day of my life, when I got shot by a sniper, I invited them to be there for the best day of my life, my wedding day. And they all came, and my platoon sergeant came, and a couple guys that I was in one guy that I was in WTU with, he came to my wedding, and I have this wonderful, wonderful picture. It's my favorite, one of my favorite pictures from my wedding day of all of us sitting together at this table. Light green, dark green, don't fucking matter. You know, years after we served, I got out in 2010. Some of them stayed in, some of them got out. But years after that, we're still talking every single day. My platoon sergeant, when I was at E3, he was at E7. Okay? I wrote about him in this book, Sergeant Tigers. Okay? That Sergeant Tigers came to my wedding. And the color didn't matter, because it doesn't matter once you realize the importance of being a soldier or whatever, a service member serving everybody under the red, white, and blue. Don't matter what color you are. All right, so that is all I have. yeah, military is just like everywhere else in the world, but you know, once you put on that red, white, and blue, that flag, you realize how much that stuff doesn't matter at all. Hope you enjoyed my first video for Black History Month. If you want to know more about me, who I am, my mission, what Lion Speaking Agency stands for, visit me at www.dkendrickjr.com. And this is my book, Cavalry. Yes, I did self-publish. It is available on Amazon. It's about me, my family, and my friends deploying to Iraq during the troop surge in 2006 as 19 Delta Cavalry Scouts. All right. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like it, like, share, and subscribe. And happy Black History Month.